Tea, taxes, revolution. Boston Tea Party. If there's two things us British like, it's our tea and our boats. Don't touch our tea or boats. Boston Harbor, Massachusetts, December 16, 1773. A day that lives in infamy. In the British corner, King George III. In the American corner, angry Americans disguised as Native Americans. The Boston Tea Party was a pivotal political protest on December 16, 1773, where American colonists, led by the Sons of Liberty, dumped 342 chests of British tea into Boston Harbor. Protesting the Tea Act and taxation without representation, the action prompted severe British retaliation, fueling the move toward the American Revolution. The protesters, led by Samuel Adams and the Sons of Liberty, many disguised themselves as Mohawk or Narragansett people to hide their identities, representing a rejection of European, particularly British, rule. The destruction. Over 92,000 pounds, roughly 46 tons, of tea belonging to the British East India Company were destroyed, valued at a substantial amount today. Targeted action. The protesters only destroyed the tea. Other cargo on the ships was left untouched, and a broken padlock was even replaced. No taxation without representation. Colonists argued that Parliament, where they had no representatives, could not impose taxes on them. The Tea Act, 1773. This act allowed the struggling British East India Company to sell directly to the colonies, bypassing local merchants and making the taxed tea cheaper, but still enforcing the right to tax. The monopoly. The Tea Act was seen as an attempt to force compliance with taxation and establish a British monopoly in the colonies. British response. Parliament was outraged and passed the Coercive Acts, known as the Intolerable Acts in America, in 1774, which closed Boston Harbor, suspended the Massachusetts government, and sent more troops. Revolutionary catalyst. Rather than isolating Massachusetts, the British crackdown united the colonies, leading to the First Continental Congress. Long-term impact. The event was a defining moment of defiance that escalated the conflict from political debate to an armed struggle for independence. Participants. While the Sons of Liberty took the lead, up to 6,000 people gathered in meetings earlier in the day to debate how to respond to the tea ships. Sarah Bradley Fulton. Known as the mother of the Boston Tea Party, she is credited with aiding in the disguise of the participants. Other tea parties. Similar, though often less extreme, protests took place in other cities like New York and Philadelphia, with some colonies sending the ships back to England.